Hey, boys and girls in health, and welcome back to the FITT Principle lesson, FITT Principle Part 2. You see here we have a FITT Jamboree game to play today, and I'm going to go through all the rules, etc. with you. Remember, you are going to be checking your heart rate during this game, like we are, to make sure we're working out at the right I or intensity. And if you want to review how to take your heart rate, you can go back to the last week's lesson and open up the slide where I have demonstrated taking your radial and your carotid pulse. Remember, you want your pulse being taken for 15 to 18 beats in a 6-second period, and we multiply that by 10 to give us a range of 150 to 180 beats per minute. Remember, over is okay if you're not too tired. If you're getting too tired, just bring the intensity down a notch. Okay. So if you haven't done so already, I do want hopefully you've clicked file, made a copy of this entire presentation, and you should be able to view, listen, and all this on your own. If you're here, you'll probably have already done that. So nice job. So what I want to do is review the rules. There's a couple different ways to play this game. Rules as a single player and multiplayers, if you have that option at home. The goal of both games is to reach the finish line. If it's single player, you want to try to get there with all the colors. It's not a competition. You're just trying to get more fitness in. And as you'll see in multiplayer, you're trying to be the first to get to the finish line. And of course, you can repeat the game. So you're going to choose 2 to 3 colors and roll for each. The highest number goes first. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Well, look at this previous slide. So the colors are here, okay? You're going to choose 2 or 3. The reason I say 2 or 3 is I want you to be able to challenge yourself. If you want to do 4 colors, that's fine. Maybe a little bit harder to manage, but you can do all 4 colors and take 4 turns to get more fitness in. So you're going to roll the dice. And then in edit mode, you're going to move your marker to the number that you rolled. All right. So let's take a look at that real quick. All right. So the dice player is here. So if I rolled this, I'm just going to hit pause when I want to. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Oops. Let me go back to that again. Try to get a roller. Should be able to pause it. There we go. So 5. So if I'm trying to establish who goes first, say the blue player rolled 5 to establish an order. And if I'm going to do 3, let's see what yellow rolls. 4. So 5 is ahead of 4. And if I go to purple, that looks like purple. You can make it red if you want. So let's say purple is a 3. That is total coincidence, but we'll go blue, yellow, purple would be my order. And I would write that down on a sheet of paper so that for me, so that I wouldn't forget. Remember, I'm doing that for multiplayer or a single player. If I'm doing a single player, I'm just going to exercise multiple times. Okay. So once we've had that established, you're going to move into what's called the edit mode. So you're really just going to hit escape here and move your marker to the number that you rolled once it's time. Then you're going to go to the present mode and start the exercise. When the timer stops, you'll click an X at the top right corner of the slide, and then you'll exit out of present mode and go back and start the whole thing all over again to move your game piece. So if I escape here, just to give an example, okay, I'm in edit mode right now. I'm going to go up to the slide with the FITT Jamboree. And we've already established our order, so blue goes first. So I'm going to roll for blue. You can do that here in edit mode. You can't do this right now. It's just a recording. You'll do that when you get to the game. So blue rolled 3 spaces. So I'm going to hover right over blue, and I'm going to click him until there's just a box around him. Then I'm going to move my cursor a little bit. And you see those 4 crosshairs? Up and down or side to side, I can't move him. But with all 4 crosshairs, then I can hold the right click. I'm going to move that over under number 4. So now my blue guy's at number 4. All right. If I click present mode, that should be there. And now I'm going to do the number 4 exercise, which is the jumping lunges with a reach to the floor in between. See, it's reaching to the opposite toe, and that clock has started. So doing it for 30 seconds. I'm not going to bore you for this whole 30 seconds, but when that's done, you would just click X, and you're back to the FITT Jamboree. Now remember, you have to roll for your next person. So either the next person rolls, you want to hit escape to go back to the edit mode. All right. You're going to go back to the dice, click on arrow until it starts rolling again. I'm left clicking till I get there. Here we go. Pause. And so yellow rolls a 6. And of course, I would wait until I get those crosshairs, I call them, up and down arrows. Left click and drag all the way over. Make it under the number 6 so you don't disrupt the links that are up there. And now yellow's under number 6. I can move him down a little bit, get him even with the other guy. And then go to present mode, hit number 6, and we're off. Okay, remember, I'd be doing both of these. Number 6 is, a V-sit. See if you can hold that balance. If not, put your hands at the side and V-sit as best you can. Look at the posture on that young woman. She's doing great, okay? Try to hold for 30 seconds or up and down for 30 seconds, nice and slow. And I escape and I repeat for the blue person, the blue player piece. That's in single player mode. Remember, I was reviewing single player directions. If you're going to do multiplayer, I can show that right here in edit mode. Multiplayer is each player choose a dice, whether you have 2, 3, or 4 people total. Highest number goes first. Then you'll roll them. After you've rolled, then the first person move your marker and continue on down the line. Okay, and I just want you to remember to check your pulse every 5 to 10 minutes. All right. Remember, you're going to try to get 15 to 18 beats and maintain that over a 20 to 30 minute period. If the game takes you just 5 minutes to go through, repeat it. There's different exercises or alternating exercises all throughout the game. So you can do as much as you can to try to keep the activity up. The game's not working for you, there's a lot of different fitness options you can do. You can do the same thing we did last week. You can go out for a jog a mile, whatever it might be, keep your heart rate up and have a great time. Good job, everyone. And let me know if you have any questions.